Hey everybody, it's Pete. So today we're going to talk about candidate filing, how folks run for office, and kind of a quick overview of how that process works. So once someone decides that they want to run for office, a lot of it depends on what type of office they want to run for and how those procedures work. So for example, if you want to run for state rep or Congress or governor, those are things that are going to be at the state board of election level, and you're going to do your paperwork and file with them and deal with them. Basically anything that's larger than county-wide, so anything that involves another county, the state board of elections is where you're going to be helped. For countywide, county board, school districts, precinct committeemen, those specifically get filed with our office here at the election office. And we'll have the paperwork. We're able to work with you to try to make sure you've got everything you need and can get filed. Now, for some of the local offices like city and township and some of the special districts, Illinois law actually has those clerks as the local election authorities. So we're going to work with those local election authorities to make sure they have what they need and are able to get everything together for you. Once you file with them, and you do have to file with them, they will certify to us what should be on the ballot, and then we'll take over from there and run the election from that point. Now, we'll do our best online. We'll have all the paperwork you'll need and some of the requirements you'll need, but those are kind of the three different branches. So if you're bigger than countywide, you're going to the State Board of Elections. If you're more localized, you're going to go to your local clerk, and then we're the in-between. We're the countywide, county board, precinct committeeman, that kind of stuff. So once you decide you want to run, the first thing basically everyone does is have to collect signatures on a petition to get your name on the ballot. How many signatures you need depends on that particular office. It's calculated based off of, first off, if you're running as a Democrat or Republican, are you running as an independent, are you running as a nonpartisan, what state statute says, and then it's usually a formula of this percent of the votes of the last time that office was on the ballot. So we will offer a courtesy signature requirement. We always encourage folks to double check our math, but we will have those for all the offices countywide and lower in the county, even if they file with a local office. And we'll have those available online. And then we'll have all the paperwork that goes with it. There's a lot of required forms like statement of candidacy, receipt for statement of economic interest, those types of things. Those will also be online. We'll also have from the State Board of Elections, they prepare a candidates guide that lists each office, and it'll say what the requirements are, the qualifications, when the term starts, how long the terms are, that kind of information. We'll have that information for each office listed as well. So basically, there is a period in which you can collect signatures. For anybody that gets elected in an even year, that's usually the August through October of the year before the even year. So if you were going to run in 2028, the fall of 2027. If you're running in the local elections in April of an odd year, it's going to basically be the same type of schedule, but more September to November of the even year. So if you're going to run in 2027, this fall in 2026, you would start getting your paperwork together. So you're going to run around, you're going to collect all your signatures, you're going to fill out all the forms, you're going to have them notarized, and then there will be a special filing period in which you file to get your name on the ballot. It's a week and 1 day long in terms of business days, so it'll be a Monday from a Monday. And it's the normal office hours for whoever's accepting the filings, with the exception of the last day. They do need to be open until 5 p.m. Now, in terms of how ballot order is determined, that's the order in which you file, with the exception of if two people are running for the same office and they are both there before the doors open for the first day of filing, there has to be a lottery to determine which one gets it first. That way we don't have people camping out for days wanting to make sure they're the first one. That same thing applies for two people who file in the last hour of filing. But once all your paperwork's in, there is an objection period. It is the 5 days after filing. Anyone who is a registered voter in whatever district you're running in, so countywide, a county voter, the city of Gillespie, someone who lives in the city of Gillespie, can object to the petitions because either you didn't have enough signatures, you didn't meet all the requirements, you're not a qualified individual for that office. turn that paperwork into whichever clerk is accepting the filing. So us for countywides, if it's a more localized office, those local clerks. And then there's a whole process in which an electoral board meets to decide the merits of that objection. That objection period is only that 5 days. So if a month after filing, you determine that there aren't enough signatures or that person wasn't qualified to be on the ballot, there's nothing you can do at that point. That person's name is going to be on the ballot. If they were to get elected and they are not qualified to serve, you could go to court, but otherwise their name is on the ballot. After the electoral board decides the objection, basically then we can start finalizing the candidates list, getting the ballots together, getting the election ready to go. But this filing process is set up to ensure, fairness and consistency across the board. We'll accept anybody that comes in, whether they have enough signatures or not. We'll take it. It's up to somebody to file. Making sure that nobody gets a leg up on anybody else in terms of getting their name on the ballot, because anyone who runs, even if they've been in office for a lot of terms, has to go through this same process. I know a lot of times folks think once they're elected, their name just automatically goes on the ballot. That's not the case. Now, there are a few special circumstances where you don't do signatures. So, for example, townships. If you're going to run as a Democrat or Republican for a township office, they have a caucus the December before the April election, and that's how folks are nominated. We have I think there's 2 cities and villages that also do a caucus instead of the petitions. And then, like I said, there's a difference between if you're running as a Democrat and Republican, if you're running as an independent. For more localized races, are you running in for a nonpartisan office? So all of that information is available with all of that paperwork. But the main thing to keep in mind is if you are interested in running for office, or you're just interested in knowing how folks run for office, always be on the lookout at macoupinvotes.gov. We've got the running for office tab and then petition packets, and we will keep that as updated as we possibly can at any given time based off of the state getting us the candidates guides. But for now, that is, kind of candidates filing and that whole process. Our next episode is going to be on election judges, so we will talk to you then.